What's going on? Hail Christ. Hail victory. Should we love everyone? You know, in modernity, there's this, I believe, a huge virtue signal with people. And I believe most people don't live up to it. Most people don't even mean it. It's said as a virtue signal. And it means, basically we hear about that we should love everyone. It's all about love. But should we? Should we really love everyone? Because the way I look at it is if we love everyone, then you give love that has no value, right? Things have value when they're rare, sacred, and precious. And one can say that one can say that it's good to hate anything that threatens that which you love. And we've forgotten as a modern society that it's okay to have enemies. It's okay to have enemies. It's okay that you don't love everyone, right? Because even the people that throw that out as a virtue signal, ask them this. Well, do you love a child molester? A rapist? Because, see, if you go to that point where you just love everybody, regardless of virtue, then you simply have made love a four-letter word for queers and hippies. Again, love has no value in that case. You've made love a four-letter word for queers and hippies. That's all you've done. Notice in society, who is it that's pushing this idea to not hate? Who's pushing that idea? The very ones who are bringing wickedness into our society and normalizing it. Why? They have to take down your defenses because it's natural to hate. You've heard it said, I hate them with the perfect hatred. And I hate every false way. And I believe that's word hatred there is to utterly despise and reject. And the problem is in some circles, everything's attributed to a spiritual realm, meaning when you see people do evil, instead of holding them accountable, you're holding the red guy with the pitchfork accountable. But I submit to you that the one doing the evil, he's responsible. He's responsible for the evil that he does. So no, it is not natural to love everyone, nor should we. Why? Because anything that threatens that which you love, you have to defend and hate that thing. If you just love everyone, your love has zero value. If you love everyone, your love has zero value. Again, if you just love everyone, your love has no value. Simple as that. It's as simple as a pimple on a teenager's face. So no, we should not love everyone. Unless you're willing to say you love child molesters, morning Ofan, salute, or you love rapists. Oh yeah, I gotta check her out. I gotta check Candace out. Love Candace Owens. So make your love mean something. Do not trivialize it by going around saying we should love everyone. because this love everyone concept of modernity has gotten to us to where we're at today. And most people with half a brain cell would agree that where we are today in society is not a good thing. It's not. And we're riding on the backs today of a lot of what people have paid the price for in times past because of their love for their people, their nation, and thereby they had to defend that love against those who threatened that which they loved. Oh, wow. Yeah. And you know, Ofan, a lot of that Hebrew roots, I believe the agenda behind it is perversion because a lot of those Hebrew roots guys, one of the things I noticed they start promoting, and I had a friend too that was doing the same thing, that it's okay to have sex as an older man with a younger girl as soon as she starts her woman thing, which a lot of times is 11, 12 years old. These guys are perverts. I'm telling you, when I start hearing guys say that, when I hear people say that, to me, they're on the chomo category, child molester category, because that's in their heart. That's why a lot of these guys go to this Hebrew roots movement, because either they want to start doing that, justifying having sex with children, or they want to have multiple wives. Either way, there's perversion behind that whole Hebrew roots thing. I had a friend, yeah, an acquaintance, more like it's Shay. We could have been friends, but we didn't know each other long enough. And, it's just, that's what it is. And to me, we shouldn't love people like that because that is someone who threatens society, the most precious commodity in society, which is children. There's no room for love for that person. And what's happened is, in society, this four-letter word called love has defanged men. It's defanged men from being virtuous and righteous. And a lot of times being virtuous and righteous means you bear the sword. You bear the sword. You bear the sword. Simple as that. You bear the sword. Yeah, and I look at it the same way, Ofan, as I do these Mormon cults. Now, not all Mormons are into the plural marriage thing, but there's the offshoot Mormons that are, and it's so perverted in it. It's so perverted. Yeah, Ben Shapiro's cringe. Ben Shapiro's cringe. But a lot of what's behind, like Islam's like that, bro. Judaism and this Hebrew root stuff. Notice they start focusing on, well, it's okay to marry a woman that's 12, 13, 11 years old as long as she starts her womanly thing. Dude, that's perversion, bro. And they hide behind religion. They hide but in any other category, they're a pervert, they're a sex pervert, they're a child molester. When I go to history, and it's scientifically proven that the ideal time for a man and a woman to have kids and be married is 20 years old. Like, that's the perfect time genetically to have the healthiest possible kids is around 20 years old for each. And I do believe it's meant for people to be around the same age when they get married, or maybe a few years difference. My wife is 8 years younger than me, but like, it's crazy. And it just shows the perversion of these men, and they're hiding behind religion. Islam does it, Judaism, and Hebrew roots. And these black Hebrew Israelite cults, a lot of them like to do that polygamous marriage. You know, a lot of them like to do that polygamous marriage. Yeah, yeah, men back in the day, man, they died young. They died young, and honestly, in some ways, that dying young was better. I think because that meant that men were taking on the world better more. I think we're so preserved now because we were kind of domesticated, now. Anyways, man, have a good one. Salute Ophan, hail Christ. Have a good day.